good, I got the right settings for a change. It would help if I were flying in the right direction, though. Okay, full screen, not a good idea. Just kind of fails. Good news is I'm starting to run out of Might and Magic games. Wands of Paralysis are always useful things to have. I must have hit a chest by mistake. And haste is worn off. Yeah. Arius, do you have Cure Weakness? You do not. You're not even Arius, you're Dale. Why did I call you Arius? Whoa, that didn't work. That didn't work. Hi, chat. I'm invisible. You're not invisible. I can see you. You have your hands covering your eyes. That doesn't make you invisible if you're covering your eyes with your hands. Because of course you are, good sir. Thought so. I feel like I tried this before and it failed miserably. But it's worth another shot. I just wish I had a more recent GPU, then I could actually offload the encoding to it. I don't believe I can do this. Nope. Alright. I am stuck. This is a good place to be. Well, that happened. We're not in the place we need to be. Any other broken weaponry? Hi, chat. Nope, it just is not working. Okay. I have a keep on top program, but it doesn't seem to be keeping it on top. Probably work better if I actually cast Day of Protection. Day of the Gods. Day of Protection. And hop. All your stuff is broken. Why is everything broken? Where's shared life? Somebody's firing at me. I don't especially care for going full aggro like this, though. Hi, floating rocks. That's those flying rocks are doing a lot more damage than they're supposed to, I have to admit. Ah, you think you can run away from me? Well, you almost did. Hi there, back road. 27 below. And he's my healer. Yeah, let's kind of bail out for now. Kind of just bail out. We're gonna have the same problem in the elemental plane of fire, too. Everything explodes. It's faster to do this. Start with hop this time. Hi, chat. Dale is the only one who can wear it and not die. Oh. It's on the wrong character. Is that a Juggernaut? That's a Charger. Not quite as bad. This one's a Juggernaut. That is a nice boulder. Your bow is broken, so it's a good thing you're our fix-it guy. from behind, eh? If I wasn't downhill, this would work. Okay, that helps. Charger. Oh, that's not the direction I wanted to run away to. Okay. Oh, definitely the wrong way. But I will have to clear that out next. Calories out of magic. Okay. I thought I killed you. Also, are we using Zelda colors now? Green is weak, red is best? Giant flying rock. See, if I can pick them off one at a time like I'm doing right now, that it goes a lot better. It's when they're clumped together like they usually are that it's a problem. Okay, this should be a bunch of elementals. Yep, bingo. Oh, that's a bit too close for comfort there, boyo. Okay, that gives me room to breathe. Hi, Griven. Hi there, texture failure. Ta-da! This game in a nutshell. Looks good on the surface, but there's no substance. Okay, that sounds then like there's a bunch of boulders over there. We can quest in here now. Allergies, yeah! Boing, boing. You need to do hop first. It's bad Prez isn't already built into Day of Protection. That would be so helpful. Alright, these should be a bunch of boulders. Yeah. Alright, so is that the Carnage Bow? No, that's the Swift. We want the Carnage... hi, chat! We want the Carnage Bow for a change. They just completely wrecked Dervish. Derv that, and then Power Cures. Also armor check. You're good. See, guerrilla tactics work best when they actually go along with it. Which they weren't going along with it here. You know what? Set Power Cure. Charge! Okay, don't charge. Don't charge. Let them get their round in first. Now, are these... oh, yep, this is a mess. you're a demolisher, so you get to die. Why did I give it to you? Wing buffet. Ooh, that worked. Get a few hits in on that demolisher real quick. That worked. I need to remember that wing buffet's a thing. Okay, now we can make some headway in here. I believe there are boulders up the stairs. Hey, me. It works better when you're casting the spell you think you're casting. Good news is that Juggernauts don't have any ranged attacks. So when you get them stuck like that, it's easy. Nope. And slightly better, but still kind of nope. Should be a red one coming right here. Nope, you're a brown. You're a little one. You're a babby. You're another babby. Oh, that's a mess. I think we might just need to do scry and die now. Yeah, Cowrie's got enough. Scry and die, my favorite. Because I don't feel like pulling a third room full of elementals, especially since the elementals are the ones doing all the AoE damage. Okay, Dale. Where is it? It's supposed to be right here. It's not here. Oh, I've got it already. So that's a thing that happened. When did I grab it? Well, we got what we came for. Let's get out of here. course, now we got the worst one to deal with. At least the next one's short. Excuse me, says. Hello, madam. That's a lovely axe you're wielding today. Wait, what's the date? 26th. Nah, we're not gonna make it. Academy, bank. Heck yeah! Finally useful. Oh, she's got blind. It's not dark grass, but it's still useful. It's not dark grass, but it's still useful. Alright, get us out of here. Ithel. On to the Iron Sand for what is hopefully the final time. Oh, we got a bunch of swag to sell. Potion shop. Armory. Alright, anything that's not the Heartstone. At some point, I've got to use that rejuvenation potion because Dervish is right there on the cusp of old age. Okay, I want to keep the snakewood bow. Okay, a fly scroll, TK. Regen. Lightning bolt we can sell. Acid burst will sell. Invisible. Quest items to Dale, please. Thank you. Actually, we'll give Overdune the scrolls. He ain't illiterate, he can use them. Okay, that's a Dragon Breath, we'll sell that. That's a Journal Scrap, that goes to Dale. Serpent Wand of Paralysis and the Rejuvenation Potion. Not just a Rejuvenation Potion, the Rejuvenation Potion. So let's pawn this junk. What was that? We're running low on money? No, we're not. Now we go to Iron Sand. OBS Studio disconnected. We'll be right back. And we're back with the recording as well. OBS crashed. Not entirely sure what happened there, but... You know, it's a good thing I don't have that Necromancer in the party right now. Because casting Armageddon is so fun. And I would want to do that. Okay, so... It would be actual chicken. Believe. No, it's up here. You are never actually required to traverse the lava directly. If you don't have flight and you don't have a vampire, you come in here. There is actually a quest treasure here, I think. It might be Eclipse. But there actually is a quest treasure hidden in here. And that's still not the spell I thought you had. We're putting you back on garlic duty. Keep expecting you to be casting garlic breath. Gloaming Mail! I knew there was a thing in here that was worth it. And Mass Distortion will never be able to cast. But the Gloaming Mail. Chain of Fire, not required, very strongly recommended. And there goes my bitrate again. Into the Plane of Fire. The fourth and final of the 4 elemental planes that we need to visit. It's highly recommended that you come here invisible. Should be up here at the crest of this hill, I think. Yeah, it should be at the crest of this one. No, it's not. You know what? It's over here. I was on the wrong hill. We are in the face of an Ifrit. That's no good. And Overdune coming in with that paralysis. Thank you. See, this is why I want to try out a party of 2 trolls, 2 minotaurs, and a dragon. Hey you, why don't you stay still? Hello, Blades of Tofu. Or, excuse me, Blades of Tofu. Hello, Blades of Tofu. Hi, chat. Bye, chat. I had a TK scroll. And there goes my bitrate again. Wish I knew why it did that. No good. And we're in the magma! And Prez has worn off, so this is all kinds of bad. Alright, what do I have? TK regen, fly, invis. None of those are helpful. At least in the plane of Earth, you could tap out if you needed to. This was a wrong turn. Away! Alright, let's try that again. Why did I give it to you? The worst part about dying in the plane of fire is that it is a pain in the ass to get back to. I'll try from Shadow Spire this time. They sell better food. Provided you can find the bank. Here we go. Let's see. Arms shop, training center, stable. We need to go the other way. Cyclopes! You actually want to do the fire one first because the chain of fire gets you the anti-elemental mace. Heck yeah. Alright, let's try this again. Getting in here at full health makes a big difference. Cavalry's killing it today. Helm. And the Fleet Fingers. Ooh. Helm and the Fleet Fingers at the same time. That's impressive. Hi, chat. Pure Might. We'll give it to Overdune. So Mercury, a Trollish Maul, Dragoning Boots of Charm, a Diamond, and the Tournament Bow. We're giving you the Tourney Bow, and did you drink a Pure Might already? You did not, so you get the Pure Might as well. And the Guardian! A Philosopher's Stone. Woohoo! That's one hell of a thing to find. A Bone Stuff. Are those what I think they are? Herald's Boots. Vampire Cloak of the Troll, you can wear that. Okay. Okay, we're going to give you the Herald's Boots, and you get... or you're not getting those. And you can't wear boots. But you can wear a cloak. Yeah, that was a tactical error. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. And we need to refresh Prez. Or I don't even think Prez was put on in the first place. See, this gauntlet I don't mind as much because fire elementals are fragile. Notoriously so. Out of my face. How did we miss the platform a second time? Okay. Time for our ace in the hole. See, the nice thing about fire elementals is they come to you. So a highly melee-centric party can't actually deal with them. I forget what that does. Ah, it opens up the tunnel. That's what it does. A fat lot of good being hasted does you when you get paralyzed by me. Look at all this paralysis. And this should be the Heartstone. No, this leads to the Heartstone. Let's get out of here. Oh, we can't teleport out of here because it's too small. That's the other thing about this place. So small you can't teleport out. Now, how aren't you dead yet? Yeah, that's the other thing about this place. If you don't kill everything, you can't teleport out because it's so damn small. Alright, so that gets us everything. Heart of Fire, Heart of Air, Heart of Water, Heart of Earth. You go ahead and drink that Rejuvenation. Because I got a feeling we're going to need you alive. Alright, so now we need the hostile hostel.
The crystal gateway is attuned to the 4 elemental planes and will only allow elemental energies to pass through. The combined energies of the 4 hearts will open the gate. With this conflux key in your possession, you should be able to pass through to the plane between planes. Go now. The cause of our troubles lies through the gateway. I'm sure of it.
Conflux. Alright. Catalyst at power 83 is a thing to behold. One more for the road. Eschaton's crystal. Here we go. So, here's why you want to be a melee-heavy party. As soon as I finish buffing. So here's why you want to be a melee-heavy party. These guys are highly resistant to magic, but are remarkably vulnerable to melee attacks. Remember the Lincoln from Might and Magic 7? Basically this. Only without the promise of actually beating the game at the end. And this place is so damn small you can't actually squeeze around invisibly, so let's hope you can deal plenty of damage. So 5 and 4. Five, 4, 3. Paralyzed. I don't actually know which one is my cure paralysis. So I just need to put one on Ithilgor, and then I'm good. You're paralyzed again. No, that's cure insanity. We need this one. Everything resists everything else. Much. See, the longer the fight drags on, the more it weighs in my favor, for the simple fact I have Grandmaster Axe at rank 15. If I can get rid of at least one of these dragons, that'll help. Thank you. That helps immensely. Ooh, he's paralyzed. We can ignore him for a moment. Dervish is down. Let's bail. That is Eschaton's crystal. And it's still not the worst dungeon. Horses. Alright, Durgan's. This one's still paralyzed, so let's kill him now. A ruby drag. Probably the only thing about Eschaton's crystal that makes it easy-ish is my bitrate is being screwy. No, is the fact that you've got the temple just right outside. You don't lose any time backing out to heal. Ooh, paralyzed. That's always useful. Alright, more sentries. This place isn't particularly dangerous. It's just it's tightly packed. So if you've been using invis strats the whole game, you're in for a treat. Okay, let's focus on the dragon because it's about to die. Any of these rubies. We do have a ruby in the group, so let's pull. Let's bail and pull. You're gonna see this. You're gonna see this run a lot. Ah, hi chat. That'll be handy. Except not, because you lose no time traveling between the crystal and the temple. Alright, who's coming? A couple emeralds. Yeah, this dungeon's a case of we may as well do it because it's too small to go invis. The actual final dungeon is like that too. There's no room to dodge, so you may as well just fight your way through. Less because the tunnels are small, and more like because the tunnels to Eofol, the monsters are huge. Ooh, a ruby. Goodbye, Ruby Dragon. You're just no fun to fight. Did Overdune just get a rage? I think Overdune just got a rage. And I've got so much accuracy stacked on him, he's going to hit basically every time he attacks now. Yeah, the only one that's scoring more hits than Overdune right now is Dale. What am I doing? Oh. We are refreshing Hop, and then we're going to refresh Prez. Hi, chat. Oh, right, that's what I was going to do. There we go. Your inventory is going to fill up very quickly in here. With my Spearwind Magic Helmet. Yeah, the thing about melee attacks is they tend to be fast. Especially when you've got Master Arms, Master, and GMX. We could really use a Paralyze hit right now. It's too bad skill cap's at 60. Yeah, there's no reason to die in the Eschaton's Crystal. Because they're cheap. This one's a ruby. Another ruby dragon. It's a good thing this is the only dungeon where the ruby dragons really appear, because they're a pain to fight. They're just HP sponges, really. They're just HP sponges. Oh, hi, that's paralyzed now, so we can not ignore it. Really? But I can start racking up damage on these others. Yeah, that argument always holds up. This dungeon is boring. At least the loot's good. Oh, there's more sentries up there, I think. Okay, let's start pawning off this stuff. Ooh, Phoenix Feather. That'll be useful. Ah, here we go. Needful things. We gotta hang on to them scrolls. Oh, I didn't mean to sell the paralyzed wand. Okay, where's the weaponsmith? Here we go. I didn't actually mean to sell that one bow either, but at this point I think the Swift Elven Warbow is my best bet anyway. Alright, now that we have room, back into the crystal. But you just back into the crystal! Okay. Reprez. I want to finish this game tonight if I can. You know, we've cleared enough of them out, we might be able to squeak by now. Nope. Stop. There we go. Welcome to the plane between the planes. So we need to go to the middle first. So we have miniature behemoths. We have hydras, miniature hydras, and we have miniature Cuisinarts. Oh boy, this is going to suck. I wish I could remember the solution to this place. I don't know the shortcut. But I do know there's a solution to this place that's ridiculously easy. Door is not open. Hi, chat. Once again, guerrilla strats. We want to get them in small groups and pick them off that way. And as before, your inventory will fill up very quickly. Ether champions, that's what these guys are called. The good news is that Eschaton's crystal is where all the bulk was. Get rid of you first. Yeah, Eschaton's palace doesn't really have all that many bulk enemies. This is all just a really crappy bit rate. I really need to get a... What I need to do is I need to I need to get a broadcasting program that'll actually use my video card for encoding. Right now I got so much going through software, I'm not actually benefiting. Alright. Hey, bitrate. Stop being red. Bitrate. Thank you. Here's one. Here's a handful of them. And this is where the game just kind of falls flat on its face. Final dungeon is long, boring, and you have to double dip. Yeah, any individual monster we come across, we can kill. We just have to be careful not to come across a large group. Because while we are a melee-heavy party, there's only so much we can do. Alright, we need to find another lever, I think. Let's get some music going, since the music in the game seems to have died. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I need a hardware encoder. That ain't gonna work. Aha, here we go. This is progress. And right around here is another lever. 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 Another switch. But didn't open that door. Hi, bitrate. This door's still shut. This dungeon sucks. This game has terrible dungeons. Let's get rid of the weakness at least. We don't particularly need haste right now. Because Overdune is perma-hasted and Cowrie is perma-hasted. And that's really all we need for them to be perma-hasted. Because they're the ones that are dealing the most damage. Cowrie just from having double daggers, and Overdune because he can paralyze on, I think, 16 out of every 20 hits? 15 out of every 100 hits. Still, Overdune's a beast. Bitrate. Bitrate, please. This isn't that hard. This is still closed. This dungeon sucks. I'm gonna double speed it just to speed things up. This door is still closed. Actually, I think I need to pop down here. Yes, I need to pop in here. That should help. But not with what I need it for. Actually, yes it does. This is a terrible dungeon. This dungeon stinks. And not because it's a sewer. Any dungeon where you don't have to maintain haste is an easy dungeon. Refreshing. Refresh. Cowrie, if you please. Money, 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 money. Luck, Mercury, Earth, Magic, anything else? Hop. I've already got Hop. I don't really have anyone that uses swords. Is there anything else in here? Nothing worth keeping. Oh, this door actually opened. Like I said, any dungeon where you don't have to maintain haste is an easy dungeon. Another Headman's Reaver, huh? Too bad we don't have anyone who uses swords, otherwise that might actually be valuable. Trident. The rule of thumb for this dungeon is if a lever is pointing up, point it down. If a lever is pointing down, leave it alone. If it's a button, button the button. Yep. And make sure Cowrie Blackthorn is the one opening stuff. There's really not a lot of stuff we want to keep here. Especially since I had to open this twice. Three times. We had to open that one chest 3 times just to get everything. Good. That's good distribution, pal. No, we do go this way now. There is a specific principle I'm following here. You do not win a war if the enemy army still exists. That's how you get guerrilla factions. No, what you want to do is something called defeat in detail. You don't want to just defeat your enemy. You want to destroy his means of fighting back. That's why disarming your victims is so important. Because if they can fight back, they will kill you. Incidentally, that's also why the Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution is so damn important. Because if the government gets subverted, or heaven forbid we actually get conquered, we want to be able to fight back. Okay, we should be getting close to Eschaton here. Okay, this should lead back to the main tunnel. Oh, we let Pres lapse and regen's starting to wear off. Wow, we've been in here so long, regen is starting to wear off. Okay, that's not actually a door we can open. So we need to find one more switch. So we pop in here. We pop in there. We pop in everywhere. And now the one down on the end should be open too. Clouds, freedom, charm, disarming. items. And a spear. It's actually a reagent type of ruby. We'll just ignore the rest of that because we are almost done with this dungeon. This is the Turtle Rock of Might and Magic, okay? This dungeon has no reason to be so obnoxiously long. This is what we call space-filling paths. Really wish I could cast Lloyd's Beacon right now, though. Can't remember the answer to Riddle 2. What is there when you enter a room and cannot be outside, though you leave the door open? I knew jail and I knew egg. I cannot remember the other one. What is there when you enter a room and cannot be outside, though you leave the door open? I'm probably too asleep to be doing this right now. Well, I know the answer's in Ravenshore, so we can pop back there. I have missed something in my extermination. Probably on the back side of this. So let's pop back to Ravenshore, clean out our clocks, our gear, and all that. And I think we actually want to come in this one? No, we wanted the other one. we want the other entrance. Here we go. Let's cure poison. Ah, here we go. Prison egg inside. That's what it was. I thought that sounded right. Carrie, get us out of here. The passage into the plane between the planes was the main reason why you wanted to have all those cure paralysis potions. Once you break through that, you no longer need them. Okay, that one was actually a relic. I should have scanned that before I sold it. But at this point, I just want to be done. That's why I haven't stopped yet. That's a bank. Here's an armory. Or rather, a smith. A smithery. Smithers! Okay, Detect Life is about to wear off, but I want to get into the plane between the planes before I refresh that. Actually, no. Refresh it now. Wrong way. Excuse me, sirs. So because I forgot the answer to inside, I have to triple dip. Yay! Incidentally, this is the only map that the Chaos creatures are on. This is... oh. That's why we're still getting yellow. There's a room I haven't been in yet. There's no music. And that should be all the doors ever. That should be every door ever. Still, navigating this place quickly is a pain in the ass. At least now we can come in from the left side every time. Oh. Wish I had a lich right now. Did I flip this one? Yeah, I flipped that one. good news is that the helmet doesn't fall far from the tree. The good news is that the crystals, or the eggs, I should say, the prisons, are not that particularly long. They're intense, they're not long. So we are going to start with what appears to be the prison of the Earth King. Yeah. This one is probably the worst one, so I always do it first. First is worst. There we go. Facing the wrong way. Prologue. Interesting that this was flagged as a door. Whee! I missed. Alright, so while we're down here, let's do the Prison of the Lord of Water. This is your final dungeon, by the way. Ow, we're on fire. Ow, we're on fire. Ow, we're on fire. Wish I had a vampire right now. Come on, get out of the rocks. Oh, right, the goop monsters are also in this cave thing. Aqualanda. It's a good thing I refreshed regen earlier. You really want to have a vampire for this one. And Prez wore off. Heck yeah. And we're no longer invisible! Yay! Well, in that case... Oh, I sold them. Drat. Kyrie, get us out of here. We need green. So it's a good thing Eschaton's Palace is right here. Hi, helmet. Okay, send us back to Ravenshore, if you please. We've only released 2 so far. We need to release the other 2 yet. The good news is that that's also why I did the bottom 2 first, because Aqualander is... Well, you want to have a vampire to rescue him, and Growlcore... It's Growlcore. So by doing the southern 2 first, you can easily teleport back to Ravenshore, recover at the temple, and then you can just very quickly do the other 2. Because the Prison of the Lord of Fire is a piece of cake, and the Prison of the Lord of Air... Not a piece of cake, but it's not exactly difficult either. Aqualander's prison is probably the worst. But we don't do it first because Growlcore. If you misstep in Growlcore's prison, you have to start over. Alright. Ah, there it is. Alright. This one we'll fight our way through. The elementals that populate this place aren't especially dangerous. Though you do have to deal with crystal dragons again. Prez, please. Clunk, clunk, clunk. You know what? While we're at it, go ahead and redo pop. Okay, now we can relax. Hey, you remember MMIIX where you could only cast that spell at sunrise or sunset? Yeah, that's not a thing anymore. And let's bail. These guys have almost 2,000 XP, or hit points, and I think they actually do start with 2,000 hit points. I don't care that I'm going over. We're so close to being done, I may as well finish. I've got 2 mini dungeons left, and then we're done. Uh-huh. I knew there was something odd about this place. The only one of them to actually have a puzzle. Ancient fusions between diversions and door keys. Immune to spirit. Thank you. That's a wonderful thing to find out. Alright. Piranast. Piranast is probably the most, what's the word? As befitting his element, he is probably the warmest of the four. Oh, hey. I don't have any healing potions again. Give him 5 hours of regen at Master. Well done, Overdune. That's why I gave him a swiftness item. One final Rubidrak. The cat is needing a towel. That's needing with a K, by the way. So let's go rescue the Prince of Air from his mountain home. Bit rate. Bit rate. Ah, there you are, Dervish. Let's see, Crystal Sentry. Just the one? Ah, that's more like it. These dungeons, though. And this is why we're invisible. Shelvend! And there's no place here that's green, so we actually do have to bail. That's the other reason why you want to finish with either Shelvend or Pyronest, is because if you have to bail on foot, they're right there. So you're not spending an eternity dodging everything. Speaking of time to bail, goodbye. One more for the road. Glad to be done with this one. Up. Yep, that was on purpose. That was on purpose. There we go. Let's not accidentally hit the Windows key this time. And do you want to know what the worst part is? Dale and company spent 2 years, 10 months, and 8 days to save the world. And then 10 years later, it gets blown up in Armageddon's blade anyway. Alright, well, this was fun. I have to figure out how to edit this mess because of the crash halfway through. I will see y'all Tuesday for some more Battle Network 3. And remember, winners don't lose frogs.